Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It is early Monday morning, May 20th, 3:16 in the morning. Where we left off, I actually recorded part 135. That was the introduction of Scarlet Ninjini. Picked her up today. Again, reserved her Friday night, Saturday morning, like 3 in the morning. Didn't go to town Saturday. Went ahead, just picked her up Sunday. It was pretty much a release day. All stores except GameStop and Best Buy, apparently. But introduced her, took you through her, base upgrades, heroic challenge, what she looks like. She has +6 armor and +10 critical hit over Ninjini. In that time since then, I actually took her through a couple of the tough heroic challenges, Drobot, Double Trouble. Got her all the money she needs to get her full upgrades down Swords of Might. And then I also went ahead, I picked up the rest of the cash lightning rod needed. I'll probably go ahead and record his upgrades tonight again. This is part 129. When I upgraded the Giants, I kind of left a blank spot. Ninjini's 128, Scarlet 129. Then I went into Bouncer and Legendary Bouncer. I did that because I knew she was coming. I hoped I would get her. I figured if I didn't, I would just have it there as a placeholder. So, it's kind of weird. It's out of order compared to what I usually do. But I just saw when you were coming in, people can see this still kind of in order as it falls. It actually worked out good with Royal Double Trouble. That way it's kind of two cool characters back to back introed. But then if you're just watching like the string of giant upgrade videos, it'll actually flow a little better, and then with Ninjini you get to see both paths. So that said, we will back out here. This is Scarlet Ninjini. She's up to level 4 after the couple heroics I took her through. Again, you need 8,520 to fully upgrade a Newlander or a Giant. Base upgrades, the 3 down the path and the Soul Gem. They have no WoW POW. They have no means of switching paths like the Series 2. So keep that in mind. You want to pick a path that you'll like the best, because otherwise you'll have to reset if you wind up hating it or realize the other one was better.
Impressive.
I agree. Her stats, again, this is skewed now. I've done a few heroics with her, but can't remember. I don't think I did Zet. I don't know. Anyway, her critical hit has gone up to 100 now because of the heroics. It was at 90. That's +10 over Ninjini that sits at 80. Her armor is at 54. Regular Ninjini's 48, so that's a +6 there. But we're going to go ahead and back out. I read these to you, obviously part 128 and then again in part 135. I think I may just go through with what Persephone, we can just read them in there. However, what we're going to take is this top path. It's called Swords of Might. My logic for it and why I didn't take Ninjini down it, if you see right there, the sword kind of turns gold or copper plated. I'm not quite sure what they were going for. Scarlet's swords on her poles are actually that same copper colored look to them, so I thought, hey, why not let her do that? Take Ninjini down the bottom path, Ancient Djinn Magic. That's what I did, that path. Not, for beginners or basic. It's going to require a little more effort and skill, whereas this top path, you can probably just go in and hack through everything very, very efficiently. It's already powerful box stock. This bottom path is kind of more, if you feel like the sword is already good enough, or you just kind of wanted to do something a little different, maybe more of a challenge strategy. Really comes down to individual preference and individual play style. But I think to save time, I'll just kind of, like I said, read all those to you again as we purchase them with Persephone, and that'll leave me plenty of time. I can then come in and put Ninjini on, and we can kind of take a closer look at the differences. So that's probably the way to go. She does look really cool there. If I remember it, there's something really funny I've noticed. It could be because I'm tired, but I'll try to remember to do this at the end. If I forget, somebody leave a blog comment on this one and just type Dreadbeard, and I'll remember what I want to do. Anyway, here's Persephone. We're going to upgrade. Again, her base attack, it's just the Wish Blades, covers a wide area, do about 20 damage. And then secondary attack, really not much of attack just yet, can't really shoot rockets or anything, she just kind of blows up when she comes out of the bottle, which actually looks really cool.
Ready for another magical upgrade?
And that was kind of more red than purple, just a side note there. We're going to upgrade. Alright, so you can come in here, you can buy our base upgrades, you can get the Soul Gem. The Soul Gem, of course, you can purchase any time up until you pick a path, and then you've actually got to go through it. So I say that because in the event, like the Soul Gem was like a plus 40 armor, like we were used to seeing with some of the, like Series 1 Skylanders from SSA. If you're the type of person, that like would benefit greatly from that, and you just have a little bit of money, but you've unlocked the Soul Gem, you could go ahead and pick that up, and then kind of work your way through. But again, you need 8,524 giant or a new lander. They don't have the Wow Pow, can't switch paths. This will cover everything with the 20 wing sapphires. We begin. She starts out upgrading her tertiary, actually acquiring her tertiary attack, I should say. Surrealistic Spheres. Press Z to summon magical orbs and cast them towards enemies. Cost us 300. It'll be interesting to see if these are red. Let's see. Okay, no, it looks like they're going to be that purpley color again. So, not too bad. Maybe they'll change later on. Her second upgrade is called Abracadabra. Again, I appreciate the little things like that, play on words and whatnot. But Wish Blades do increased damage. Cost is 420. I have to be honest, if I wasn't recording this,
My strength is within.
I'd be more of a documentation freak, and I would probably purchase each upgrade. I might do a series of them as long as they don't override the other. Like you could do 1, 2, and 3 with some people, and basically what I'm saying, I would like to know the exact damage each upgrade does. However, recording this, I can't really justify that. It would either be choppy and an edited mess, or it would be like an hour, in order to do the upgrades. That said, I may start a blog post once everybody's kind of done. I get some more free time, and if any viewers out there have that information, and we want it to be factual. We don't want to like fabricated crud, but if it's factual, and you can say, hey, with her, whatever upgrade, she does this damage, and then the middle one that you missed was, 25, yada yada. I will take the time to put it in a spreadsheet, kind of like I've done in the past with some different things, and I don't know, to me, I'm kind of like a numbers person. I enjoy the statistics. I like seeing what each upgrade does. Again, one of my big requests maybe for Swap Force, I'd like to see like a damage tier, with each upgrade, maybe what they do, but that's like a standalone video. We'll just focus on this now. Her third purchased upgrade is actually a second tier to her tertiary attack we just acquired. Juggling Act. Hold Z to summon 4 magical orbs and damage multiple enemies. Cost 540. This one I think is actually pretty cool.
My strength is within.
Okay, so we hold Z. She kind of juggles them, and then I like the way she distributes them. Again, what I'm curious to see when I actually get to play is, will those hone in on enemies or just be like a set pattern from her vantage point every time? Her final purchased upgrade, this is a neat one. It's called Bottle Rockets. That actually makes your secondary deal a little more functional. While inside the bottle, press A to launch rockets. It is what it is. It's 720. We'll hit that right here. If you just got Scarlet and you don't have Ninjini and you acquired just enough money to upgrade her, and you do not know which path you want to take because you need to play with the upgrades, kind of get a feel for, if you want to go with the swords or the bottle and the orb type thing, simply hit the B button, back out. If you pick a path right here, you are locked into it. If you've completed every heroic challenge and you lock yourself into Ancient Djinn Magic, you're stuck there until you reset her, and that means you've got to do all your heroics and acquire the money again. So again, you don't have to pick anything right now. The only downside is you have to watch a cutscene, like really for no reason. So that's a minor detail compared to the time you will lose. Again, I took Scarlet in part 128 down to Ancient Djinn Magic. We'll throw her on the portal here at the end so you can kind of get a side-by-side view of them. But what we're going to do for Scarlet is let her take Swords of Might. Again, this is what the vast majority of blog voters seem to prefer. I can see why. I mean, it was very powerful. I think it'll be, the easier path in terms of you can take it and see instant results. You don't really have to master anything or develop little side strategies or anything. So that said, let's go ahead and select it. The important thing when you do that is you don't want to forget that you just actually got an upgrade in addition to making your choice. So it was bottle rockets. You press B to go in the bottle. Now when we press A, she can fire rockets. I think you can get 3. Okay, we'll call it 5. I went as fast as you could. You know it doesn't fire real fast. When you take the bottom path, that's one of the enhancements there. They improve the rate of fire. We are now checking out Swords of Might. Again, this is her top path, the preferred path on the blog. It begins with Wishblade combos. Press AA, hold B for Fling Blade. Press AA, hold Z for Enchanted Blade. I'm kind of anxious to see what that's exactly all about. Cost is 1020. Again, sometimes on these giants, it's hard to articulate their combos for some reason. We may get a better view of this on the deck of the ship or something, but I'll try it in here. AAB. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's like Xena. I don't know if anyone's going to remember that, but I don't even know how old I was when it was on, but people would run around and they'd yell like that. It was Xena Warrior Princess, so I think that first one was just button mashing type combo you can generate without anything done to her, but I think Fling Blade was actually that gold you saw like when she threw something. Okay, that's not it. I mean, that's a combo, but it's not really what we're going for. Let me try this again. That was the fling part when you saw something fly, but again, I have a heck of a time getting these to actually... Okay, I wasn't even pressing B there, but I think that's Fling Blade. Now we're going to try Enchanted Blade. Okay, did I misread those or something? Okay, I'm not even touching B, I'm pressing AA and then Z, and she's flinging the sword. Now I'm going to try the B button. My hand is not even... I'm holding the nunchuck by the cord right now. Okay, I don't really know what the difference is exactly. Maybe, with enemies I can tell. AAZ Enchanted Blade, she appears to throw a full-length sword, and then AAB, when you can get that to actually work, she appears to throw maybe 2 smaller ones, but the main difference is she yells with Fling Blade like Xena. So there you go. Again, I think with enemies we could get a better idea. Anyway, this one will be much easier to execute and more appreciative. Wishblade Explosion, hold A to charge up the sword into an explosive blast. Again, this ought to be kind of like what we see Igniter and Chop Chop do. Cost 1320.
My power grows.
I'd say peppermint if you heard a strange noise in the mic. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's see if we can get a... Okay, so she basically crosses the swords, and they blow. So it's kind of cool. Alright, now the mainstay really. And note, when I did Wishblade Explosion, they were kind of like a cast iron gray look to them. Now they should change to that gold copper plated color. Just like you see in her actual figure with Scarlet Ninjini. So ultimate Wishblades do maximum damage, cost 1800. Again, this is where I'd like to actually see like a parentheses at the end and have it say like 48 XP or something. But we're going to go ahead and accept that.
My power grows.
Okay, so it's... That don't really look gold to me. I don't know. We'll check it out later. I'm gonna go ahead and grab her soul gem now. Dazzling enchantment. This is actually pretty sweet in my opinion. While inside the bottle, hold Z to put enemies into a trance. Soul gem in Chaos's castle. This is kind of a unique ability amongst Skylanders. Plus, it just looks really, really cool. So cost 2400. We'll pick up her soul gem. Again, it's like on the balcony on his castle in Chapter 9. We're going to come out here on the deck, take a look at things. We'll start out with her soul gem. We go into the bottle, and then you press Z, and it puts out this like funky... I can tell you, having just messed around with Ninjini, regular Ninjini, this bottle moves like insanely slow when you don't upgrade it. That said, we didn't upgrade that because we did this. We have the Wishblade Explosion. That may do good damage, I don't know. Her swords, while they're not necessarily gold like I thought, they kind of have this like rainbow luster sheen to them, so I guess that's kind of neat. Anyway, now we'll swing them. They kind of have that like trail of gold. The blade looks like it's got some red gold LED filament type thing going on. You can kind of see it when she swings. AAB. Okay, why is she not yelling like Xena out here? Okay, she's just saying that now. There we go, that's what I wanted to hear. So apparently she does alternate it. It's like a WWF type thing. Okay, I'm going to stand here as far back as I can get. I want to see what kind of range she has on that one. That is the fling blade that we're going to try to do here. Wow, that covered the screen. That went right past Callie. Okay, there was the Xena rendition of it. Okay, that hit the staircase, or it would have kept going. I don't really know that you can control where it goes. I'm hoping it locks in on enemies. But it has really good range, and that's the most important thing. Now we're going to try Enchanted Blade. I'll start out with her facing us. It is AAZ. Okay, I'm not quite sure, again, what exactly the difference in those two is. Let's see what happens when we get this view. Oh, sweet, now I understand. It's just like sitting there hammering away at nothing, but if that was an enemy, it'd be really cool. Let's do that again. Okay, that is awesome. Can we do it more than once? Yeah, I've got two going right now. Okay, so I don't think you can have three, but you can have two of them at the same time. That's pretty cool. And they kind of have more of a gold look there. Again, I hope it like hones in, or even better, would like follow enemies. Like, say there's a bunch of chompies around, if it could like hone in on the one closest to you, kill it, and then kind of like migrate through the line until it expires. That would be very cool. So that's Enchanted Blade. You can have two of them going at once. Again, hopefully it kind of has like good manners. You can't go through it, you have to go around it. And then Fling Blade, or Xena Blade, is what I'll probably lovingly refer to it as. She throws it and screams like Xena Warrior Princess. So, those are her 2 combos. And then Wishblade Explosion, I think is what she called it. You hold A, and you get that, which it looks like it could be impressive, kind of like a double trouble bomb. Or it could be like a 10 or something damage-wise, who knows, till we've done it. Her other one is just maximum damage. You can kind of get a feel for that. Soul Gem. Oh wait, let me do that. Soul Gem, she can't move very fast. That's a little better, but when you start
How lovely.
in the bottle and do the Soul Gem by holding Z, she moves very slow. That's the orbs. She can do 1 if you just tap it. If you hold Z, she'll do 4 and cast them. When you go in the bottle, you can shoot rockets off now. Again, roughly 3 to 5, depending how quick you tap it. We're at 21 minutes. That gives me time to do this. Just for comparison's sake for you, we're going to pull Scarlet,
Any last wishes?
put Ninjini on.
Impressive.
Alright, so we're going to come back. Just to kind of recap for you, what she has is super surrealistic spheres. Magical orbs do more damage, affect a greater area. Ultimate bottle rockets. Bottle rockets launch faster, do more damage, and affect a greater area. And then buy a better bottle. Stronger, i.e. it can take more damage, and it moves faster, and it is a significant difference in speed. I'll highlight that here. So we begin, and basically the orbs, that's just one. You can kind of see a different look to them. Then when we do juggling act with them, you can kind of appreciate like a bigger explosion there. We enter the bottle with B.
Voila.
Okay, I counted 16. That is a huge difference. That's plus 11. I mean, so this path, you know, I realize most people don't take it, but I mean, it does make significant improvements over her base 4 upgrades. Perhaps the most noted is the speed of the bottle. I'm going to go ahead and go back in there, and she moves very, very quick in the bottle, you know, at least compared to being unupgraded. The most noted difference, though, is when she's doing the Soul Gem. I'm going to go in the bottle and hold Z. I guess it's not that big of a difference, but she does. You can alternate out of that. For example, put an enemy in a trance, shoot a rocket at them, and then I can just kind of skedaddle over here and avoid whatever. The bottle is much faster. The orbs, a little more powerful, and we'll assume they really cover the greater range. And then the big one is just, you can fire off a ton of rockets and you can do it much faster. So that's basically it. That is Ninjini, regular old Ninjini, down the Djinn or Djinn or whatever magic. You know, like I said, I think in 120, I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's one of those deals like no one says it. You know, if she like came on and said practicing the art of Djinn Magic, everyone would know. But as it is, you know, I think I had somebody gripe me out one time because I'm not versed in Japanese or whatever they said it was. But you know, can't please everyone. Now, Scarlet Ninjini, we took down Swords of Might. Just for comparison's sake, I'm going to go into the bottle. Not near as fast. It doesn't last as long either, I don't think. Or I guess it could just be the distance. The rockets, I barely got the 5th one off there. And then orbs, when we do juggling act, I guess they just aren't quite as powerful. You can kind of see there. However, she has sword, maximum damage there. Sword explosion, which we just showcased right after that. And then the combos, let me come over here, try to give you a front view this time, full screen. AAB, that's the Xenoblade. It's called Fling Blade technically. I refer to it as Xena because she does that. So it worked out very well. Thank you, Scarlet. I guess she has like 3 different sounds she can do with it. Then the Enchanted Blade turned out to be really cool. Couldn't get it to do squat in Persephone's room. Just not enough space. But she threw that, and then check that out. And you can have 2 going at once. So again, if they like follow enemies, they'll be very, very handy. Even if they don't, we'll say enemies are coming down where Callie's at, basically come in, throw an Enchanted Blade, throw another, well that didn't work out, throw another Enchanted Blade, then come, we've kind of softened them up, we can throw some orbs and then come in and decimate them. I'm pretty sure that maximum on her Wish Blades is going to be pretty impressive there, so generally when they start out dealing 20 and you've upgraded it twice, it turns out pretty well. So really, I think both paths are pretty good. Won't have a personal favorite or suggestion, official recommendation if you will, until I've played extensively with them in game, but I could see either one being fun. Really not, one doesn't really stand above the other just because, I don't know the damage numbers yet, but I think, the blog poll is probably pretty accurate. If you're in doubt, you should probably just take Swords of Might. However, if you're kind of more of a defensive type person, like a challenge, if you just feel like your sword's already powerful enough, or if you hate combos, something along those lines, you'd probably be happy with the Djinn Magic route. The bottle moves quick, you get the rockets, the orbs do more damage. The orb attack I think is kind of cool anyway, but she is a very well balanced character. You've kind of got defense with offense mixed in. She's got the trance, which is totally unique. Then she's kind of got the projectile attack, 360 degree type thing with the orbs, and then just crazy damage from swords combos, and the sword explosion, which I'm hoping does good damage. So that is Scarlet Ninjini, fully upgraded down Swords of Might path. Looking forward to seeing how those two stack up kind of head to head against each other. But that is it. That is part 129. Again, I know you'll see this before I introduce her. Technically, I may do that deal where I actually say come in and upload that first, and then just don't order it in the playlist until that time or something. But we'll just see what happens. Bottom line, Scarlet is out. She's very, very good looking in person, which reminds me, 28 minutes, I have just enough time for this. I noticed this when I was picking up all the cash. Brock did it too. I won't spoil it just yet. Alright. Now this is really probably the quickest way to pick up cash. It's real cumbersome because of the cutscenes and everything, but it's like 2 minutes you can be in and get the cash. So hopefully she'll do it, but I had her coming out of here and watch Dreadbeard. I feel like he is totally checking her out. I went ahead, I got Lightning Rod. He didn't need a whole lot of money, but I got him a little bit. Dreadbeard's eyes did not follow Lightning Rod. I mean, he is like totally creeping on her. I don't know, it just kind of cracked me up. It could be because it's 3 in the morning or something, but I found it amusing. I think Brock's checking her out too, but I guess she is a pretty good looking Ninja Genie hybrid, I guess maybe can't blame the guys. But let's check Irma too. Let's see what Callie does. Well, yeah, I don't know, but I mean Dreadbeard he was very into that. So that was the funny thing I noticed, and I mean it happened every time. If you're bored, you can check it out. Go in there, get the cash, come out with Scarlet, and then try it, like with Gilgrunt or Lightning Rod or something. And I mean the eyes don't quite follow the same. least not what I see. I don't know. Maybe I try to have too much fun, make something out of nothing. But nonetheless, that's part 129. Scarlet Ninjini fully upgraded down Swords of Might. Again, I don't think either path with Ninjini is bad. It's going to come down to your personal preference. Once I've played, I'll give you my official recommendation. Until then, thank you for watching. Questions, comments, you can ask on YouTube. However, can't stress this enough. For a quick response, I suggest you use the blog oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back here for, I guess, part 136, but I guess to be slick, I'll say part 130 when we upgrade Bouncer. So, take your pick there. Again, this one's kind of out of order, but at least I know what was ahead of it, what's behind it, and what's coming. So, there you go. I'm going to end this. I think I might go ahead and record Lightning Rod, maybe be in bed by like 4:15 or something, and hopefully functional at work in the morning. So, again, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back here upgrading Bouncer.